And now it's time for Heaton Reviews, where I rank things according to my own metrics. Today, types of eggs, according to which is most satisfying to throw at my boss's house. First, chicken eggs. Chicken eggs are the blood type O-negative of eggs to throw at a house. They're readily accessible from grocery stores and fit easily in your hand. Overall, in terms of heft and ergonomics, chicken eggs rank very high to throw at Glenn's house. But, by that same token, they're lacking in creativity. It's the easiest kind of egg, but also the most pedestrian, isn't it? Chicken eggs, 2 stars. Quail eggs. Hipster much? Quail eggs are definitely the most pretentious kind of egg to throw at a house. And in a sense, they're far more irritating than regular chicken eggs. If someone egged my house with quail eggs, I would be fuming. Because I imagine whoever flung quail eggs at my house would show up to do it in a terry cloth polo shirt and ironic skinny jeans. I don't like skinny jeans on men. It's like their pants are smirking at me. But we're not grading eggs based on how irritating they are. We're grading them on how satisfying they are to throw at my boss's house. And quail eggs are not. They make a plip sound instead of a whack when they strike brick, and the cleanup is so minute, Glenn might think that a strong wind flung a nest against his house. Quail eggs, 1 star. Ostrich eggs. Ostrich eggs are the mother truckin' hand grenades, that was with a T, hand grenades of eggings. They're twice as big as grapefruit, and their shell is 3 millimeters thick, which is 10 times that of a chicken egg. I checked. When I lob an ostrich egg at Glenn's house, it's going to shatter with a pleasant crashing noise that will probably startle Glenn, plus leave a fairly impressive cleanup job. I'd give them 5 out of 5, but for 2 issues. First, their impressive size makes them ergonomically clumsy. You're basically using your arm as a catapult, whereas you're going to get more torque if you can pitch the egg like a baseball. Second, you can only throw 1 or 2 ostrich eggs before the noise wakes up Glenn, and I'm pretty sure he owns a lot of guns. 4 stars. Duck eggs and goose eggs. I'm lumping these 2 types of eggs together because I think, in terms of throwing them against Glenn's house, they're more or less interchangeable. Now, when you compare duck or goose eggs to a chicken egg, they're more stout, whereas chicken eggs are more oblong, so I think overall the shape is more subtle and calm. They're also marginally larger than chicken eggs, which makes them more fun to heft. They get 3 stars. Rattlesnake eggs. The great thing about rattlesnake eggs is there will be a moment when Glenn walks outside, surveys the bit of eggshells, and thinks, uh-oh, looks like a bunch of rattlesnakes just hatched. And then he'll realize, oh, wait a minute, someone clearly egged my house with all these rattlesnake eggs. But then he'll think, hold on, where did they get so many rattlesnake eggs? There are like 50 rattlesnake eggs here. Can you even buy rattlesnake eggs? What's happening? I need to sit down. Rattlesnake eggs are not as satisfying as chicken eggs on the tactile level. However, they are the most satisfying kind of eggs in terms of psychological warfare. Rattlesnake eggs? 4 stars. Easter eggs. You might be thinking, Easter eggs aren't a type of egg. They're any hard-boiled egg which has been decorated with pastel colors. Well done. But we all know an Easter egg is a chicken egg. There's probably been some guy one time who had ironic glasses and smirky skinny jeans who painted quail eggs to look like an Easter egg. But that probably only happened once, and either way, let's hope that person dies in his sleep. But for the rest of us, Easter eggs are chicken eggs. Nobody's painting rattlesnake eggs with Easter egg decorations. And if they are, they're terrifying. I'm not sure if snake handler churches decorate rattlesnake eggs, but if they do, I am 100% comfortable launching a crusade to destroy them. Anyway, my point is, Easter eggs are effectively chicken eggs, only prettier. So I'm going to give them 2.5 stars. Dinosaur eggs. Now, I say dinosaur eggs, but we're really just talking about fossils, so ultimately we're just talking about rocks. And in my experience, Glenn gets even angrier than usual if you throw rocks at his house, even if you manage to avoid most of his windows. I'd say, on balance, they're just not worth the fallout, and certainly when you factor in cost. They are, by weight, the second most expensive kind of egg. Half a star. Faberge Eggs. Oh man, these are great to throw at Glenn's house. Glenn is super visual, and he appreciates artistry. So whenever he comes outside and finds bits of shattered Faberge eggs laying around, he starts crying. He'll put on rubber gloves and try and salvage the bigger pieces, and then he'll mutter stuff about the detail to attention and all the training and hours that went into making a Faberge egg. Then he'll stand up and go, "Why? Why would anyone do this?" You can tell his eyes are watering. The only downside is that Faberge eggs are pretty expensive, even if you go to the Faberge egg section on Craigslist, so 4.5 stars. Finally, Emu Eggs. These are the absolute best eggs to lob at a house. I don't know if you've ever seen an emu egg before, but picture a turquoise avocado. They rank highest in terms of sheer aesthetic value, at least among natural eggs that aren't Faberge. They're larger and more satisfying than a chicken egg, but not as clunky or unwieldy as an ostrich egg. They're about 1 millimeter thick, which gives them a nice crunching sound when they collide with brick, but not so loud as to trip security alarms. Also, I hate emus. They know what they did. So that's kind of a 2-for-1. Emu eggs, 5 stars.